I don't think we stay quiet about our feelings because of upbringing in the broad sense. Not because that's how we were raised, and not because society doesn't do emotions, and not because everyone around us is cold. Most of the time, it's simpler than that. We don't say what we feel because, at the exact moment we need to say it, we're busy trying to sound normal. It's a familiar scene. Evening, the kitchen, that small light under the cabinets. The kettle has already boiled. I'm holding a mug. My hand reaches for a spoon out of habit, even though I'm not even adding sugar. On the table, there's a phone face down, keys beside it, a couple scraps of paper, a receipt from the pharmacy. Someone close to me is sitting across the table, scrolling, and asks casually, "So, how are you?" A normal question, not an interrogation. And inside, I have a specific answer. Not in general, not about life, but about today. It's tiredness mixed with irritation because all day someone needed something from me. And there's also something small, almost easy to miss. I could really use 10 minutes of silence right now. Not because I'm angry, just because I'm full. I open my mouth to say, I'm tired and I don't want to talk right now, but I don't. I say, I'm fine. You? Because in 1 second, my brain runs the preview, not of what I mean, but of how it will land. I don't want to talk turns into, leave me alone. I'm tired becomes, it's your fault. I'm irritated becomes, I'm irritated with you. And I start editing before I even speak, like the sentence is going to show up on a screen later and people will analyze it word by word. While I'm editing, the moment passes. The kettle clicks again, I pour the water, and the conversation is already somewhere else. Work, prices, someone who didn't reply. And at some point I noticed something. I'm not hiding my feelings like some dark secret. I'm not burying them. I'm trying to say them in a way that won't be misunderstood. And that takes up all the space. Like I'm setting up a microphone, checking the levels, adjusting the stand, and then it's already too late to sing. I'm so busy being easy to talk to that I don't have time to say the simple thing. At work, it's the same. A manager asks, "Are we on track?" And I don't feel on track or not on track. I feel tense. The task is vague. I'm scared I'll do the wrong thing and then I'll have to justify myself. I could say, I'm anxious because I don't understand what success looks like here. But instead, I say, overall, we're on plan with a few nuances. Because anxious sounds like weakness, and I don't understand sounds like I wasn't paying attention. And again, I choose words that look neat. Technically, it works. Nobody's obligated to hold space for my feelings, but the feeling doesn't disappear. Later, it leaks out sideways. I answer a little sharper, I get irritated at small things, I stare at an email for an extra hour. With friends, it seems easier, but the mechanism is the same. We meet up, someone asks, "So, what's going on with you?" And what I actually feel is, I'm lonely because we haven't really talked, not for real, in a long time and I miss you. But I'm lonely sounds heavy, like I'm handing everyone a job. Pay attention to me. So I say, nothing. I'm just tired. Tired is the universal answer. It doesn't scare anyone. You can accept it and move on. And we talk about news, shows, plans, and what I wanted to say stays somewhere near my throat and later turns into jokes or quiet. In messages, it's even clearer. You'd think there's more time to get it right, but you think even harder because text has no tone. You type, "That hurt," then delete it because it sounds like an accusation. You type, "I got upset," and it feels too dramatic. You type, "I'm not really okay," and it looks like borrowed words, like something you read online. And in the end, you send, "Got it," or "Okay," or "Nothing but a sticker." Not because you're heartless, just because you want to be easy to read. In everyday life, it becomes a habit. At the checkout, someone is rude, you feel anger and embarrassment, and you say, "It's fine," not because you're being generous, just because you don't want to sound confrontational. In the taxi, the driver says something unpleasant, you answer neutrally so it doesn't get awkward. The neighbor upstairs starts drilling again, you're already at your limit, but when you run into him in the stairwell, you say, as gently as you can, "Hey, if you can, not too late." At all the time, it's like you're holding your real reactions, sharp, alive, and trying to wrap them up so they won't scratch anyone. My moment of recognition was completely ordinary. We argued over something stupid, the trash, a grocery list. I was about to say, in my usual tone, "Oh, come on, it's fine," even though inside it was something else, hurt from the fact that I'm doing it again, pretending nothing happened. And I caught myself mid-sentence and saw the pattern clearly. I choose not what's true, but what will look reasonable. I didn't even try to change anything dramatically. I just noticed it. There it is. After that, I started hearing it in other people. A coworker says, "Yeah, it's fine," and you can see in his face it isn't fine, but he holds on to that fine like a pass. Mom calls, "How are you?" and then immediately switches to the weather because it's easier to fill a pause with weather than to say something direct. A friend texts, "Don't worry about it," even though it clearly matters to him. And all of us, it's like we're trying to talk in a way that keeps the conversation from cracking, so nobody feels guilty, so nothing gets uncomfortable. We keep the surface smooth, and we pay for it by not going deeper. Sometimes I do say something closer to the truth, but carefully. "I'm not very talkative right now. I'm tired and I might be a little sharp. I need some quiet." And it feels like that's already a lot. But I notice how automatically I add padding. Nothing personal, it's not about you, a smiley. I keep monitoring how it sounds even when I'm being almost direct. And now I'm back in the kitchen again. Tea, mug, phone, keys. I get asked the question, and I feel the answer. And somewhere nearby, almost at the same time, another question shows up. How do I say this so it sounds normal? I stand there for a couple seconds, listening to the kettle, and I choose my words more slowly than usual, not to explain it better, so I don't drown out what's already there.